strange and extraordinary person. Now, tell me all about you. I want to hear everything.
Everything?
Absolutely everything.
Well, there's nothing very dramatic to tell. Well, since I came down from Cambridge,
Leah DePutty. Absolutely my favorite screen siren.
Well, when I left Cambridge...
I'm going to be a great film star. That is, if booze and sex don't get me first. Do I shock you, darling?
Not a bit.
I don't? Since Mother died, we're even closer.
He's an ambassador, I understand.
Who told you that?
Fritz Spencer.
Oh, Fritz. He's practically an ambassador.
Where's he now?
Oh, who knows? Timbuktu, Outer Mongolia. He dashes all over the globe on momentous affairs of state.
You don't see much of him.
Oh, darling, what are you talking about? Of course I do. He can't bear us being apart. He's always swooping down and carrying me off to divine vacations. Riviera, Capri. Have you ever slept with a dwarf?
Once, but it wasn't a lasting relationship.
Oh, I know I could sing. What I really want to be is an actress.
Like, who was it? Leah DePutty.
Oh, come on, I could act her right off the screen.
I thought you said she was your favorite.
She makes too many faces.
No, please.
We made an agreement. Just you wait. One of these days, Max Reinhardt's going to drift into the pub. Well, you never know.
That's right. You'll never know.
That's happened before. What? Just last week, a man who's a very good friend of the head of casting for Oof asked me to sit at his table. And he's... Oh! Oh, come on. Come on.
What?
Run! Run! Run!
Excuse me, miss. Didn't you just scream? Does my company upset you that much?
You know, sometimes I come down here and just wait. I mean, just especially. You should try it sometime.
Hmm?
Yes.
Me? Oh,
You.
no.
Yes, you.
No.
What go on?
I couldn't possibly.
Don't be so British.
No.
You feel terrific afterwards.
No.
You know you want to.
No, I don't.
Here comes one now.
No. Mm-mm.
Will you do it?
All right. Ah!
The Scream. Yes, what you just saw was a film, Cabaret, and it was Liza Minnelli that conducted The Scream. And she was teaching her potential boyfriend, lover, to scream. Now, why was she screaming in the film? Well, the film is set in the context of Nazi Germany. By the way, I put it in reverse while I'm talking. So she loves to go underneath where the trains pass over And when you hear the screeching of the railroad cars' wheels on the steel tracks, she loves to scream. Okay? And she wants to teach her potential boyfriend lover to do the same. Now, Edward Munch in 1893 produced a famous piece of art in the expressionist realm called The Scream. In Norwegian is called The Shriek, and its full title is supposed to be The Scream of Nature. And the story goes that he was by a fjord and the sun was setting, and all of a sudden the sky turned blood red, or possibly orange. Now, as you know, orange in Gematria is 33. Okay, this is backwards, where she's wanting him to scream and he's sort of like yelling like he's Tarzan. But that isn't correct. And eventually he does do the scream. The scream of nature. And in the context of the film, the scream is associated with the rise of the Nazis in Germany. Now, what are we seeing in America? What are we seeing? Authoritarianism and demanding complete conformity and obedience to the so-called correct political agenda. What is it? Well, we could be looking at the same as in Germany, a National Socialist type mentality. We could be looking at early forms of communism. Whatever we are looking at and whatever is going on probably is producing in you the same thing that Liza Minnelli likes to do. And she wants her boyfriend, her potential lover, to do the same. Just scream. Just scream. Now, a scream is an expression of fear and anxiety. Now, fear is rampant in many forms. And I'm not going to be too specific about the forms of fear at the moment. Anxiety is going to get rampant as soon as the government decides to shut off the free checks, the so-called stimulus checks that are keeping people home, keeping them confined in home, and just collecting a check. And they believe they're on easy street. However, as the Bible says, the Lord gives and the Lord takes away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. From Job. Well, let's substitute. The government gives and the government takes away. But it won't be, blessed be the name of the government. They will be cursing the government because their opportunity to work will cease. They won't have a good resume. And they will be screaming and screeching, just like in this film. The scream in this film is representative of the political situation in Germany in the 1930s. The rise of the National Socialists. I wonder if the American public as a whole realizes it's being duped. The national giveaways will cease. Jobs will not be as plentiful. And those who just decided to stay home and collect checks will soon be screaming and screeching because of the situation they will find themselves in. It will be the scream of anxiety because they will then be filled with fear and anxiety. They counted on a system, and indeed the system gave. But listen, the system can and will collapse. What do I mean? Everyone who counts on these checks, they can be taken away as easily as they're given. And hence there will be chaos, panic, and fear in the land because there will be no income for those who wanted government to give it to them without working. So, Liza Minnelli is pleased to scream in this movie, and she wants to create an environment for her potential lover to be pleased to scream. You can avoid the scream. You can avoid the screech by doing what? Don't trust the government. Trust God. And then trust your own abilities to go out with your hands, your mind, and your very life to earn a living, and not let National Socialism to come into your life. So I'm going to rewind this a little bit more, and once again we're going to hear a scream. By the way, I'd like to thank you for being patient with me. I know my videos are long and they could be edited, but you know what? I do them as I think of them, and then I'm done with them.
Excuse me, miss. Didn't you just scream? Does my company upset you that much?
You know, sometimes I come down here and just wait. I mean, just especially. You should try it sometime. Yes.
Me?
You.
No.
Yes, you.
No.
Well, Now go on.
I couldn't possibly.
Don't be so British.
No.
You feel terrific afterwards.
No.
You know you want to.
No, I don't.
Here comes one now.
No. Mm-mm.
You do it?
Right. Ah!
Okay, you will not need to scream if you trust in God and don't put your trust in human government. Thank you for watching. End of video.